Well, hello lads. Are you all well out there? Thanks for dropping by. Today, I'm going to do a little long-term review of this, which is a See.Sense handlebar bag. We'll see what the crack with it is. Is it any good or not? Now, look, I suppose it's not a cool thing to have, you know. I've gotten a lot of abuse over getting one of these things. In Ireland, at least, it's seen as a bit of a hipster thing. You know, the Americans have it. You know, why do we need it? I bought it about a year and a half ago, November 2019, I think, because I wanted to get shit out of my back pockets and put them onto the bike. That's why I bought it. Like, I don't use this to replace a saddlebag, or I don't use this to replace one of those tool bottles that I use on my winter bike. I use this to take all the crap I'd normally bring with me and move off my jersey onto the bike. Now for this thing, look, firstly, how much does it cost? It's 48 quid, I think. 48 euros at the minute. It's not cheap, but it's definitely not an expensive one either compared to what's out there. Good news is, if you're Irish, if you have the Cycling Ireland membership, you get a discount. I think you get these for like 30% off or something. And I know before they had them for like 50% off. I think I paid full whack for it at the time. But, you know, first impressions when I got it, it's a nice quality product. You know, you're looking at this, there's nothing cheap on this. I've had this now for, as I said, 18 months. Haven't had a huge amount of miles put on it. Obviously with COVID, you know, a lot of the time we were restricted to 5k from home and all that. So every now and again things would open up and, you know, I might get out for a couple of 2-hour spins or something like that. So it definitely hasn't 10,000k on it, but it's certainly, you know, maybe 1,000 or that way. Now the bag itself, before we kind of dive into the build of it, what's in it, just for a size comparison, here's a 250ml camelback, and here's the bag. So I think apparently it's about 1.5 litres. You know, I wouldn't pour 1.5 litres of water into it, I don't think it would stay, but it's definitely not massive. I'm actually going to put up on screen now a picture of what this looks like on my bike. So you can see from the handlebars, it's not taking up the full thing. So it's definitely a nice compact size. Now fitting it to the bike is very simple. We got these little fabric straps, and you just, you know, pull it through the clasp, pull it tight. If I can do it one-handed, which I can't, because, you know, I've no skills whatsoever. And then you just tuck it down with this thing. That's it. So one on either side, and then this little elastic string, this goes around your stirrup tube, and that's what keeps the bag in place. So very fast, very simple. I leave this on my training bike all the time, only take it off when I'm washing it. It just lives there. Set up like that, it's solid, no fear it's going to come off, you know, doesn't rattle. Pretty happy with it from that side. Looking at the bag itself, now again, I've had this thing for 18 months, and I think they've brought out 1 or 2 releases since then. So when I was on about the 50% off, I think when they did a pre-order, that's when you get it. The newer versions, from what I understand, they don't have the zip pocket that I have on my side. Rather, they have 2 of these little web pockets. Now, which is a good thing. That zip pocket is completely useless. You can't get nothing in there. Like maybe a couple of coins, that's about it. It's way too small. Just for a comparison perspective, I know it's all black, but that's the size of a Garmin inside my pocket. So you're not going to get a phone in there, you're not going to get anything. You know, where's my phone? Like if we try and shove a phone into it, you know, that's it for a size comparison. So you're not putting anything big in there. The only thing I bring in it, an inhaler when I'm out. That's the only thing I might pop in there, and even at that, I don't. So on the sides, web pocket of mine zip that's completely useless. And then on the front, there's two parts. Now again, the first thing is this stretchy elastic thing that you can tighten up. That's actually useful. On mine, and I think it's the default colour in these, it's blue. Again, the newer versions, they throw in a bag of different colour cards like yellow and black and white and a few others, but no, it is what it is. I don't care. This is very handy for me. I use this again in spring rides, in rides in the rides in autumn, where I want to take stuff off and just again store it on the bike. So I've used it for things like gloves. Just wrap the gloves on the front rather than trying to shove them into my, jersey pocket when I have a jacket on. Put them on here. Do it sometimes with a gilet or something. They're going nowhere. Nice and tight. Doesn't flap. I've used that several times. Very handy use. Behind that, we can see there's this, what's called, it's webbing. It's kind of like molly webbing. Again, it's all black, so it's kind of hard to see. But if I show that, there's a few different loops on the front you can put things into. They're not stretchy. They're fixed in place. The only thing I've really found a use for this is for my See.Sense slide. And I'm going to do a review of these separately. Again, I've had these even longer. I've had these about 2 years, maybe more. But this, when you buy the lights, they include these little clips. So you can put these on a backpack, maybe on a belt or something. Originally, I thought, hey, this is great. I have a handlebar bag. I can put my clip on the front, my lights, and at least I can use the lights on another bike as well. But if we look at it, it's actually kind of crap because it just slides around up and down. Like if you're cycling, this thing is just rattling all the time. It's just, it doesn't work. And I've even found on a bike, it tends to be pointed up, depending on how full the bag is. So, I've no real use for those. Some people might, but that doesn't do anything for me. So side pockets kind of useful. Fronting, very useful. But really, why you buy a bag is the main compartment. Now, I'm just going to show you what I bring in mine. Now again, the bag is sold as being waterproof. I've never had anything get wet in it. First thing I generally have is a little merino buff. So, again, generally use it for bad weather kind of cycling. The main thing I carry is this little Rafa case. Now See.Sense has their own version of this as well. I assume it's about the same size. Normally have my phone in here, and I move this from bike to bike. So some of the stuff some people might keep directly in the bag, I keep in this, and then if I'm ever going for a spin on the other bike or something else, I have this. And obviously my phone is in here, the little plastic baggie with cash, some tablets, Panadol, some plasters, things like that. I also bring this wolf tooth pack pliers, so that includes quick links as well. So just two for breaking a chain, or not breaking a chain, but for taking off quick links, putting on quick links. And then I have 911 speeds, and that very useful. Small Allen key, and keys. So again, bring these everywhere, house keys and a key for something I'm going to touch on in a second. So that's the main thing that goes into the bag. Now, without the phone in, it fits in kind of okay, but when you get the phone in, you're not getting this out, without doing it at an angle. So it's not a massive bag. So if you are looking for something bulky, this isn't it. Other stuff I have, face mask, because of COVID, maple syrup, I use that instead of a gel just in case I'm ever stuck. Butter, just handy tube of butter, because that's look after your arse. The last thing I keep, this is very useful. It's one of these, I think it's a hip lock, one of these hip lock zips So that's what the other key is for. With this, if you're ever just going for a coffee, tie up the bike to something like, if I need to cut that, I can cut it with like an Ipix piano stripper or something like that. It's not going to do everything. Just for in and out to a shop or while you're getting a coffee somewhere, just a little deterrent. So that's very useful. So like, that's what I have in the bag. For me, it's a perfect size. It's almost perfect. I would say if it was an inch or two longer, just so it was easier to get the phone in and out of, I'd be very happy with it. Other things, again, newer ones, they have this already. The web pouch, that would be a big thing for me. If I had that on the other side, and if they were a little bit deeper, but again, for what I want, I'm not going to carry too much on the outside. Would I recommend it? Definitely. I think it's a really good quality product. Price wise, it's competitive. If you look at the Rafa one, it's about €55. This is 48. Now Rafa has a few more things. They have clasps in it. They have a little strap you can carry. Again, I wouldn't choose any of that stuff, so it doesn't matter. But if you can time it with a discount, if you have the Cycling Ireland membership, it's a no-brainer. It's nice, it's clean, it's simple, it works. What else do you want? So that's it. Thumbs up for me. Cheers for stopping by to watch the video. If you like it, give a thumbs up. If not, sure, it was free, it didn't cost you anything, so off you go. Till next time, lads, stay safe.